Having a little bad luck, y'all. Definitely. That is my fault. For sure, for sure. I didn't even update. Let's see. Man, I can't believe I left that on there, but yeah. Try this again, y'all. Something happened this go around, it's a wrap. That's a sign. Something trying to give me a sign. Lay down. Well, not lay down. Shut it down. I'm trying, Carlos. You know it's cold outside, bro. I had that little cover. I got one of them little rubberized covers that go on my GoPro in case it fall or something. It protects it. And then I got that foam windsock that I put over it that blocks all the wind and stuff. So the combination of them two pieces together caused this damn GoPro to heat up. You know them joints get hot. I know you know. So yes sir. But we gonna try it again. Carlos is my I'm gonna say Carlos is gonna be my my YouTube counselor. Just like I got my my anger management counselor. Carlos gonna keep me straight on YouTube. He said I be going off, trying to keep me on the straight and narrow. I be trying, man, trying to do my best, bro. They just, you know, they just keep, they like little gnats and flies. They just keep biting me. Oh man, Power Chain, how you doing, buddy? How you been? I see you up in the house. Man, that's an ugly tip. That tip is ugly. I normally try to get both ends down first, so it don't move around. So I tack this one corner down first. Let me see if I Get this camera angled a little better. Let me see what that looks like. That might be too much. Okay, yeah, that looks better. Alright, so yeah, I try to get both corners down first, so this thing ain't shifting around on me. These little copper strips. Now this copper that I'm using, guys, I should have, told y'all in the beginning. It is 0.2 millimeter thick. It's kind of thick, fairly thick. Now I got some 0.3 that's really thick. This stuff right here, if that will give you any idea of how thick this is, it's pretty thick. It's probably a little overkill, but I have both. It's definitely a whole lot more rigid and stiffer than the 0.2. The 0.2 will definitely be enough, but I ordered a little bit of both just in case, just to see, because I wanted to avoid using the nickel at all, because initially, like down there, I have the nickel strips, but then I have the copper over top of the nickel strips. And that's because that copper down there is 0.1 millimeter thick. So it's it could probably stand alone, but I feel a lot better with the 0.2. Now these wide copper strips are doing exactly the same as that double-sided nickel strip that I was using. Let me show you this right here. This nickel strip with the double sides on it and the series connections, because the reason why that was a good piece of strip, because it was doing two things at the same time. It was putting an entire row of cells in parallel. This is your P. Right now, this section right here is 6P. 6P, 6 cells in parallel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, my pack is going to be 12P. Alright, so I'm going to be putting 2 of these together to make my 12P pack. But anyway, so this piece of copper is putting all of the cells in this row in parallel, and then it is putting this row of cells in series with the next row. So it's doing two things at one time, and that's great, because back once upon a time, guys that were doing this with nickel, just the single nickel strips, you would have to put that row in parallel, put that row in parallel, and then you would have to put them in series by putting a little cross member, you know, across each of them. Now, I mean, you didn't have to put it across each of them, but most people did. But you could put 3 or 4. It depends on how thick your nickel was. But yeah, one thing by doing it like this, it's eliminating a lot of those little single strips. Which is a great thing. And I hope everybody got that. There's people that's trying to understand that. Then what's going to happen when I finish this whole side and I flip this battery over, we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side, but we'll be putting these strips in different places, like where these two are connecting and these two are connecting. When I flip this over, it'll be a strip going down this row on the bottom of there. So it'll be on the opposite set of cells when we flip it over. If we were to put a copper strip on the exact same cells, you would be shorting them out, and you definitely don't want to do that. So yeah, if you flip this thing over and mess up and put a copper strip on the same cells, you would have a dead short, and that's not good. It's awfully funny, Carlos. I seen the dudes in here talking trash about the 100 miles an hour, and I ain't gonna go 100 miles an hour and all that. And I guess they don't see what I'm doing here. I guess they don't realize that, you know, building this battery is a part of me reaching my goal. Obviously, I didn't have enough power with those other little battery I was running, so you know, we upgrading that. But they so silly, they think that you know, that's it, that was everything. They are clueless that when I finish this battery, I'm gonna have double the current flow that I had before. And that was the only thing holding me back, was I didn't have enough current flow. I'm surely going to have enough current flow now. And not only that, if I was able to extract 350, 400 amps out of that MB power pack and the LiPos, when I finish this battery, I'm going to be getting, man, if I can get 550, 600 amps out of this pack, we talking about close to 50,000 watts at that point. 50,000 watts, yeah. And man, that is just going to be insane. I don't even know what that's going to feel like, because already, like I'm trying to tell you, already, even with trying, I can't run 30 kilowatts on the packs I have right now. I mean, I can, but it's sucking my batteries down so far that I got so much voltage sag. And that's another thing. holding me back as well. Most guys that understand how this works, you know that your RPMs are relative to your voltage. So the higher the voltage, the more RPMs, which is why most people like to increase their voltage. However, if you're running a 72 volt pack and your voltage is being snatched all the way back to 60 volts, that is your actual working voltage, 60 volts. So not only was I getting what I was getting, but I was doing that with low voltage. So I was achieving those RPMs and the speed that I was reaching basically on 60 volts. Now, when this pack can maintain this voltage and fully charged, it's going to be 84 volts. Instead of it 72 snatching back to 60, it'll be up in the 80s, and it'll be holding up in the 80s. So that's going to keep my RPMs up. In fact, increase them. Man, it's just going to be so much more power when I can actually get the amps that I need there. Now, of course, you understand that, Carlos, and a whole bunch of other guys in here understand that. But obviously, them other guys don't. Man, they in for a surprise. But obviously, I'm not even really concerned about what they thinking. Anyway, it's just, I know it's going to be off the chain. I got 180 newton meters of torque out of that NB power battery and one set of lipos. 180 newton meters. Man, do you know how much horsepower that is? I mean, we talking if you convert that to horsepower, that's they can laugh and joke and hee and ha all they want, but that's some big boy power there when it comes to the e-bike world. Yeah, if you producing 30-40 horsepower on an e-bike, that's a lot of power, man. You know, the old school Ninja 600s and all, you know, them little 600cc gas bikes, some of those were only getting like 70, 75 horsepower, 100 horsepower. That was back in the day. I think they're doing a lot more now, but, and that's a motorcycle that weighs 300 and 400 pounds. So the power to weight ratio is a whole lot different for one. So I mean, that's why I said the other day, man, the acceleration I'm achieving now, man, it almost feels like that ZX6 that I had. This thing moves so fast. It is just unbelievable. Um, 48, Lou. Wait a minute, is that right? Is it 48? Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's what, 12 times. Yeah, 48. 48 amp hour. Because these are 4,000 milliamp. And it's going to be a 12P. And not only that, one more little thing that I don't really mention a lot, you know, my old system, well, the system that I'm running right now is 72 volts. This is going to be a 92 volt pack as well. So I'm also increasing voltage. Now, I'm going to see how that ASI likes it. Supposedly, you can run 22S. Now, I ran 22S voltage through it before, and it held up. So, but it also was snatching back a little bit because it was 22S, but the capacity was very low, so it wasn't holding at 92 volts. So this is going to be a solid 92 volts. But yeah, we're going to have double the amps, higher voltage. Man, it's going to be a monster. It's already a monster. And honestly, at the end of the day, whether I hit 100 miles an hour or not, even if I don't hit 100 miles an hour, one thing for sure, whatever speed I reach, they not going to be able to pull up beside it. That's for sure. So it don't even matter. They want to talk trash. Shit talking, I don't mind. I'm here for the shit talking. It ain't no fun if you don't do no shit talking. Them drag race guys, they talk shit all every day. I watch Cletus McFarland and all them race channels, man. They they talk trash, but they have fun, man. They, you know, they don't go crazy. $1,300 RPM, Lou. 1,300 RPMs, buddy. That's going to be 105 miles per hour. With the my wheel size, I forgot what the conversion was. My wheel size, the millimeters and all that, but all that has been accounted for and everything in the tune. And yeah, the tune I'm running is going to be 1,300 RPMs, 450 amps, and that would get me 105 mile per hour. However, that's at 72 volts. The 1,300 RPM. I have to do a calculation of the RPM for 92 volts. So right now I'm going to stay with the 72 volt calculation because that is a for certain. I'm not sure about the 92 volts. That's just going to be extra, you know, if I can use that 92 volts, that's going to be a bonus. But the 72 volt calculation is guaranteed. Matter of fact, I posted some stats on my community page tonight, and I think my RPM right now, like the highest RPM I've gotten up to is 1085, something like that. It was over 1,000 RPMs. So I'm well, that's not exactly close. Got a ways to go. Matter of fact, man, them last 200 RPMs, when you're already at 1085, you wouldn't believe how hard it is to get them extra 200 RPMs. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get there. easily. And I actually think I'm going to get beyond that, to tell you the truth. But I'm satisfied with just that. If that's all I get, I'll take that all day long and be happy. What did I... Right in front of my face. Boy, I see you over there doing some Einstein calculations. You ain't tell me you was Einstein on the low. I'm gonna have to put my glasses on. It's looking a little fuzzy. I'm pretty sure. And then the only thing you're not going to be able to account for in those equations is the field weakening. You got to take that into account too, because that's going to change everything up. And like I said, up till now, I haven't been able to reap any benefits from field weakening. But man, once I can zero out that back EMF, boy, that's gonna put me on another level right there. I would be satisfied if I was just building this pack. If all it was doing was making it so my voltage would hold just purely so I can utilize field weakening, that would be enough right there. But man, I'm not only going to get the benefits of field weakening, everything else, you know, I'm going to get the more amps, the more volts. Man, this is going to change everything. It's going to be like a whole new beast with this battery. Where'd I put my oh boy, I don't know how I lose stuff right here. I'm sitting still, I ain't moving, going nowhere. My little Q-tip. Oh well, I guess I use my finger. I can tell you off the muscle, it's only 2 dudes. Well, no, I'm not gonna say 2. It's a few guys that I have to worry about, but it ain't many. And 2 of them are my homeboys. So other than that, it don't even matter. We just gonna be a squad. Terror squad. I can't really keep this, but so interesting, guys. I know this gets a little boring and monotonous, but I mean, it is what it is. Let's see. What else I got to rap about? I've been practicing my launches. So, one good thing, that new seat is helping me keep that front wheel down. Because with the bicycle seat before, you know, that only kept my body in one position. Now that I got that long seat, I can actually slide forward. Before, I could just lean my weight forward, but I still was sitting on the seat, which, you know, had that weight pretty much over the front of my rear tire. Now I can slide all the way up, you know, as close as I can get to the front. And basically, like, if I had a gas tank, it would be like I was sitting on the gas tank. But yeah, if I take off from that position, I can pretty much keep that front end down a little bit. At least a whole lot better. Now, I still can lift myself up, but it's a whole lot better. You know, with that bike seat, man, it was nothing I could do. As far as taking off from a standstill, it was coming up. You know, I just had to take off easy and roll into it. So that's why I really couldn't do any out the hole shots. But man, now that I figured I can slide up, hunch up on that seat, man, that making a world of difference, boy. It's so much better. That seat is awesome. And I'm gonna get my homeboy, my new homeboy. Well, I guess I should say homeboys. Gonna build me this swing arm. And I mean, ain't no need in keeping that secret. I can put it out there. Dr. Chopper gonna make my swing arm. So, my homeboy Carlos on the feed, you know, he's affiliated with TOB, the other bikes. And man, them guys got they got it going on. So, yes, sir, Bob. So I'm plugged in with the right people that can extend that swing arm for me. And I'll be good to go. I'm definitely gonna need it when I up that power. Midnight Club edition, huh? Carlos, how that wheelie bar coming along, man? Yeah, I definitely need one of them, bro. That's the only way I'll be popping wheelies. Actually, I was talking about it the last time. They got that little Arduino circuit board, or called a wheelie popper, that does all the all the balancing for you. I need that. Let's see what our battery look. Oh man, I got a whole lot of time. We at 40%. Lou, since you doing all that calculating, man, did you already do that calculation? I'm gonna have to go back and see what calculations you got up there, man. But did you convert that 180 newton meters to horsepower? Let's see what you got up there. Okay, 65 horsepower is 50,000 kilowatts. I know there's a conversion for the newton meters too on the torque side. Matter of fact, let me see something real quick. I don't know if Google can do that. My phone did. I might have to plug it up. Let me try to make these look a little better. That one looks good. I should be getting every drip drop of current up out of these bad boys now. Make no mistake about it. Yes, sir. I'm gonna tell you, man, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to handle that, man. And I call myself a speed demon. I ain't never been scared of no speed, bro. I think, you know, I mentioned a few times I had a couple motorcycles, a couple crotch rockets, and I have been banned. I have been banned by my family of buying any more crotch rockets. Because yeah, I had some close calls with them things, man. I've been lucky, and that's because I was never scared to. I'm always gonna see what it'll do. I think as soon as I pulled the thing off the parking lot, I had to know what it'd do. I think I had that little ZX6 up to 176 miles per hour right after I took it off the showroom. So, yeah. But I'm old now, and I don't have no balls no more, not like I used to. But then again, I'm lying. When it come to going fast, I'm going to do it. And I ain't no doubt about it. Long as I'm on two wheels, I'm going to do it. I ain't with that one wheel stuff. But two wheels is going down. Well, yeah. I'm gonna tell you though, man, like I say, that e-brake is awesome as far as stopping. And then I got some MT7s on there, so I can stop. And man, I just think Like I tell people all the time,